topic for today is ketosis. So, thinking back to the beginning of this year, what was your New Year's resolution? Was it eating healthier, losing 10, 20, maybe even 30 pounds? How would you feel if I told you that eating fat would accelerate your weight loss and get you into the best shape of your life? So today we're going to be learning, like I said, about ketosis. It's a ketogenic lifestyle. Next, please. We're going to be discussing weight loss goals, how to properly get into ketosis, and different types of ketosis, and its health benefits. As you can see here, please don't go any further. As you can see here, we have nuts, avocado, sliced meats, fresh veggies. These are just some of the types of foods that you can eat while you're on ketosis. Next. So getting into ketosis is a little difficult. However, intermittent fasting is one of the fastest ways to get into ketosis. So basically, it's consuming no or none at all carbs for long periods of time, ranging from 16 hours to 20 hours to 24 hours. Fastest way to get into keto is intermittent fasting. It's consuming no or few calories for several hours to several days. You only have a limited amount of eating time. So a 16 to 8 hour fast is 16 hours of resting, which you don't eat, and 8 hours of your eating time. It's the most popular method of fasting if you're not used to it. And when you accelerate and get faster, you do 24 hours of fasting twice a week. Okay. And the benefits of intermittent fasting are improvement of focus and mental brain function. So intermittent fasting also improves mental clarity. So mental clarity increases the neurogenesis in the brain. It's the growth and development of new brain cells. That is by Dr. Brady Solicido. It's 6 surprising brain power benefits of intermittent fasting. It's based off of his. So intermittent fasting improves mental clarity. It increases neurogenesis in the brain. It's the growth and the development of new brain cells. It's by Dr. Brady Solicido in the 6 surprising brain power benefits of intermittent fasting. It's his journal. Also, it helps boost memory and improves mood. It's called the Boost Brain Derived Neurotrophic Factor proteins. Next. This is just a picture that I thought was very interesting. Loved it. Next. So the next point of getting into ketosis is restricting carb intake. The very first point I want to talk about is the metabolic switch. The switch from high intakes of glucose carbs, which our body automatically does, to fatty acid derived ketones triggers the switch that shifts metabolism from the lipid cholesterol synthesis and fat storage to mobilization of fat from fatty acid oxidation and fatty acid derived ketones. Basically, it's just using the fat instead of your glucose in your blood system. And that's by Stephen D. Anton, Flipping the Metabolic Switch, which he wrote in 2017. Also, the metabolic switch controls your glucose levels. That's very, very important for diabetics. Anything from type 1 to type 2 diabetics, it helps them get on a steadier diet. It also accelerates weight loss, and consuming less than 20 grams of carbs puts you into ketosis and keeps you into ketosis. You can switch. Now, the biggest thing about being in ketosis and knowing that you're in ketosis is testing your ketone levels. One of the non-benefits of being in ketosis is having bad breath. So you can test your breath with the Ketonix breath meter. It basically tells the meter how much ketones are in your system. You can also do blood testing with a ketone meter. That's actually the most accurate. And urine testing with urine strips. So it's either blood sugar or ketones. So it's either sugar in your blood or ketones in your blood. Go ahead. The different types of keto. Now, if you get bored with keto, there's 4 different types. The one that I've been most familiar with is standard keto. It's 75% fat intake, 20% protein, and 5% carbs. That's little to no exercise. Now, the cyclical keto, I don't know if I'm saying that right, is carb cycling. So it's low carbs into higher carb days. So it's cheating, but it's not cheating. You're still doing carbs on certain days, very low carbs, and then you have your quote unquote cheat days. Now the targeted keto is 25 to 50 grams of net carbs or less. These are best for athletes. Now you consume carbs 30 to 60 minutes before you actually work out, so that'll give you the fuel to burn. And then high protein keto is 60% fat, 35% protein, and 5% carbs. Now this is for the muscle mass that you don't want to lose. This is also good for athletes as well. Next. So these are pictures of the different kinds of fats that you can consume while you're on the diet. There is butter or ghee. Ghee is just basically clarified butter. Mayonnaise, coconut oil, coconut butter. These are all very, very high in fat, but they're good fats. I don't see avocado oil on here. It's actually one of my favorites as well. So this here is just a schedule for the days of the weeks of what athletes or whatever you exercise on your daily or weekly basis, the different parts of your body. It tells you what kind of carb amount to actually intake, so you'll have enough fuel and you won't get tired throughout your exercises. Next. And this is just when you are in ketosis, it tells you how much blood is in your sugar. So if you're consuming high levels of fat, your blood sugar is pretty stable, but if you're consuming lots of carbs, it'll show you as well that it spikes. So I also want to talk about the very last point of the health benefits of ketosis. As I was saying before, it lowers glucose levels from pre-diabetic or type 2 diabetic individuals. There was a study as well by Alex Fergus, 24 benefits of the ketogenic diet, that the need of supply for insulin is almost non-existent. That's the last one. Another study in 2012 in support of these findings had overweight individuals with diabetes following a 12-month low-carb diet, and it turns out that there was significant reduction in glucose levels, putting them in full control and burning energy sourced from fat. And the very last point that I wanted to make about health benefits of ketosis are it aids weight loss. Select foods that will leave you satisfied, not hungry. We all know that carbs, when we eat carbs, large amounts of carbs, it keeps us satisfied, quote unquote, but in reality, it leaves us more hungry than we were before. So examples of high in fat are avocados, grass-fed butter, olive oil, sour cream, cheese, heavy whipping cream, proteins and leafy vegetables. We don't want to leave that out because it's very, very important. Has a lot of protein in it, including the poultry, beef, and fish that you also intake. So the key is to eat clean, healthy fats with moderate protein for effective combating of weight loss. So in conclusion, dieting does not have to be a dreadful path to weight loss. Properly putting yourself into ketosis, choosing the right type of ketosis, and some of the health benefits can really make dieting an enjoyable experience. Keto can lead you to a better lifestyle in addition to your weight loss goals.